Hello everyone and welcome back to Spyro the Dragon for the Sony PlayStation. I am one wild sheep and today we're going to enter the second world of the game, the Magic Crafters. And as you can tell, there's actually an additional option I could have chose when I was talking to that balloonist there. And that is because whenever you return to a balloonist the second time you see him, you will actually be able to talk to him directly. And, well, basically you'll be able to talk to him directly. And basically, whenever you talk to him the second time, he'll give you options to return to previous worlds. So, as time goes on, you're going to see that list grow and grow up until we have all 6 worlds available to us. But anyway, this is the Magic Crafters world, one of the more out there worlds, if you will, because there's a lot of mages, lots of wizardry in this level, and it's quite magical. For example, Cosmos here.
Welcome to Magic Crafters. I want you to release the dragons, reclaim our treasure, and recover the eggs from those pesky blue thieves.
Okay then, so as you can guess, we have to collect all the egg thieves in this world. I think this is the world where they go a bit nuts with the egg thieves, but I can't really remember too... No, it's a later world I'm thinking of. But yeah, it's a very magical world and we got a lot of wizards to deal with here. Now, a lot of these wizards will actually raise the ground, which you didn't see because... There you go, see this guy in the distance, he'll raise the ground. Now, they can be a bit of a nightmare to deal with if you're too slow, because the only way you can deal with them is to actually run up to them as fast as you can before they raise the ground. And you also got these little mage tiny creature things with staffs. Don't worry too much about these guys, I don't know exactly what they do, because I've never seen them do anything to me, but as you can see, they're covered completely in metal, so you have to charge them and kick them out. I think they just boop you on the head, but I really don't know, because I've never been hit by them. They've never attacked me. It's a really weird enemy. But anyway, this is one of the more obnoxious egg thieves in the game, so just run around in a circle. And one thing I can try... One little tip I can give you about charging is if you press the square button a second time while you start charging on a turn, you'll be able to actually do a sharper turn, because whenever you're not charging, your turns go really sharp. So this basically tricks the game into doing extremely sharp turns as charging, so you keep your speed, you keep your momentum, and you'll be able to turn a lot more effectively.
When you see arrows like these, you can charge along with them to begin a supercharge.
Supercharge? Excellent.
Excellent!
Go ahead, try it.
Ah, the supercharge, a brilliant mechanic that has just been introduced. Now this thing basically, you see a line, if you see a hill with lines on it, basically charge down it and oh my god! You go so fast, you go over 88 miles per hour.
This portal leads to a special place where you can learn to fly. I remember when I was a young dragon, earning my wings.
Learn to fly. Got it.
I love how they have stereotypical old age people as dragons, like, oh, back in my day we used to play on the Mega Drive, yeah, the Nintendo Mega Drive, oh, those were the times. I love it when games go nuts with the stereotypes. Sometimes they can go a bit overboard, but I like it sometimes because it has a little bit of charm. I know a lot of people really don't like stereotypes being used in a video game though. I'm not one of those people though. But anyway, if you're wondering why I'm going back down here, so I can actually charge down through this cave system a bit quicker, because at the very end of the cave system, as you can see, there's actually a chest. Well, you saw it for a split second at least until I turned back around, but there's actually a chest you need to supercharge to break, otherwise it's impossible to break open that chest. There's no other way you can do it than by supercharging. Because the supercharge, obviously, it supercharges your charge attack, so you're not only faster, but you're more powerful, and you'll be able to pretty much blast through anything in your path. Big enemies? No problem. Metallic crates? No worries. I think the only thing you can't blast through are the key crates, because basically there's never really an instance where you can drive. There's no real instance where you can actually charge into one of those crates, but now that I think about it, it is probably possible. I'm pretty sure someone's hacked the game to find out. You gotta love the ROM hackers, or ISO hackers in this case, because this game isn't a ROM. Well, this version of the game is directly off my disc anyway, so... But I digress. Let's just continue moving onwards. There's the balloonist right there. So overall, the world is actually pretty small, but there is a lot to explore. It's very easy to get lost, and I think I actually got lost by here because I had no idea where to go next. Fortunately, I figured it out, so don't worry. It's not too big a wait. So I'm just fumbling around looking for that last load of gems. And trust me, it can be quite tricky to find a load of gems. Basically, what you want to do is not dive across there. I had a brain fart. I was like, maybe I can glide across there. Don't do that, you won't make it. But, basically, move up here and try and glide or jump off one of the edges around here. Not this side particular, to the... Basically, the side we first went up on to get up to the segment. Because there's actually a hidden cave system, which, no, where am I going? You're going the wrong way, past me. Ugh. I love post-commentary. But, like I said, there's a cave segment right in that previous area we were just in that we could glide from, go into the cave, and that's where we get the very last few of our gems. Again, very easy to miss. It probably took me a good few tries to figure that out on my first run through the game, so it's going to catch my eye here. So there you go, that's the cave system we meant to go in. There's one or two ways you can really get into that cave system. One way is to supercharge your way in, which is exceptionally difficult to do, and I think I tried it by here. No, I failed. And the other way is obviously the easy way, and just simply run over here and glide. Do this version. Just remember, use the trick I told you about the square button at the end of a glide to make it. And with that, that is every single gem and every dragon of this homeworld done. So now we're going to move into the first major level of this homeworld, which is Alpine Ridge. Now this homeworld, I think it's either this homeworld or the next one, is going to make a hell of a lot of use out of the supercharge. So we're going to see that used a lot, the mechanic. And it is a pretty good mechanic, especially when you get through a certain pathway with a supercharge down, because you can really do some exceptional looking things with the superchargers. But anyway, these giant creatures, I kid you not, they are called beasts. That is their official name. What are they? Well, they're basically giant beasts. You just flame them, they go down. They're really pathetic enemies. They're not even fast enough to sort of offside you. Like, a lot of enemies that I guess trouble with in these games are basically the fast enemies, where they sort of catch me off guard. There's no chance of that happening with the big guys, because they're so small. Well, no, they're huge. What the hell am I on about? They're so slow that they really have nothing to deal with them. They're pathetic. But continuing on, we'll just break these crates by here, and you see that giant archway by there, that's right by there. Well, we're gonna make use of that pretty soon, because we'll need to use this to glide across to that other segment. Now, I've seen LPs of this game, and they usually go about one or two ways to get through this level, and a lot of them try to glide across the chasm first. I'm not gonna do this with this one this time. I'm gonna go straight across the normal route, then glide across the chasm.
Spyro, you're not afraid of those big, noisy, gigantic, awful beasts, are you?
Of course not.
I didn't think so.
Well, that was pointless, to be honest. But yeah, be careful of the beasts, and this is probably the first level in the game where you're gonna have difficulty with jumps, because you got a lot of those mages that like to manipulate the ground and move it up and down, and you're gonna do things like that where you're gonna face plant into the wall. These mages are like my worst nightmare. I hate these guys because they're so difficult to time your jumps, so difficult to take care of. But just try to be as quick as you can, and at the very edge of your glide, charge into them, because otherwise you may not make it and you may clip the wall and fly off into the pit below. The very bright water. Seriously, that thing looks radioactive, the water does. You can even see the glow coming off from the sides of the mountains. What the hell? What's in that thing? Kool-Aid? No, Kool-Aid doesn't glow that much. I don't know, that's mad. But anyway, a bit of an obvious jump cut there because I died quite a few times actually trying to get back to that segment. Be careful. And you might see a lot of these orb things coming out from enemies that I've previously killed. These orb things that are coming out of the enemies, basically, if you get enough of them, you'll gain an extra life, and they'll start surrounding your 1-up icon.
Oh, thank you for releasing me.
He sounded so exhausted. He's like, oh, thanks for releasing me, man. There's hell in there. But yeah, as I was saying, basically on your life icon, you're gonna see these little balls slowly build up around it. And whenever you kill an enemy that you've already killed before and got the gems from, they'll release a little orb. That orb will go into the life bar. Once you get a full circle around your life icon, you gain yourself an extra life. So if you see an enemy that you've already killed, don't worry about going out of your way to kill it again, because it can be beneficial to you. And I like to kill enemies that I've already killed before, just so I know that they're sorted out, because it's so easy to miss at least one gem in a level, and in this game it is so easy. So just watch out and be careful. But anyway, these fireworks by here, what you want to do is actually flame the fireworks and don't stand anywhere near them. If you stand near the fireworks, they will blow up and hurt you. And if you're on a elevated platform, chances are the knockback will knock you into the platform, which will send you flying into the pit below. You don't want that to happen, because the pit below will kill you. It's painful. It's bad news, son. But anyway, there's the return portal, which means we're halfway done with this level.
Great work, Spyro. If you keep this up, you'll learn all the tricks of the Magic Crafter world.
Yep, all the tricks of the Magic Crafter world. I don't know what he means by that, because I'm using the exact same tricks I've always been using since I started the game. But anyway, from this point upwards, we're going to want to glide all the way down into this here opening in the cave. And as you can hear, there's another Sonic the Hedgehog wannabe. Basically, we're going to take this guy on in a second after we rescue Kelvin.
Remember that these blue thieves haven't stolen eggs only in the Magic Crafter world. Don't worry, I'll take care of them.
I get a feeling the developers of this game used to watch the old Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon, because a lot of these dragons in this world, they mention the eggs, and they would like to roll their R's all the time. And Dr. Robotnik in the old Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon used to do that all the time. I miss that cartoon. I used to love it. And if none of you watched it when you were growing up, look it up on YouTube. Please, it's brilliant. He's like a bumbling idiot in the entire thing. It's amazing. But of course, we need to go across onto those giant pillars there that are floating in the middle of nowhere, and burn each of the fireworks. Now, what I advise to do is actually blow up each of the fireworks and sort of move from left to right, and basically you need to try and jump off the platform before the firework explodes, because there's like no room for you to actually not get blown up by the firework explosion, because the range in the firework explosion is so much more than you'd expect. It can really hurt you from like half a mile away. It's insane reach. And there isn't any major explosion graphic either. Things just sort of pop into multiple pieces, sort of like Lego bricks. So you could have a bit of issue realizing, oh no, it's exploded. What should I do? What should I do? If I stand here, I'll be safe. Oh, it hit me. Oh no. You know, there's a lot of issues like that could crop up. But anyway, again, jump on this arch by here and start gliding back over the chasm, because we have another entire segment of the level left to clear, like those big blizzard guys. Now, the big blizzard guys are actually a bit of a menace to deal with, because, well, yourself. But the big blizzard guys can off-screen you quite easily, and they are so painful to deal with, because they're in this room by here. There's actually a couple of these guys all shooting at you, and they give you like, As you can see, the projectiles are ultra fast. I was moving, I was jumping around, and I still got hit. I haven't figured out an effective way to dodge them other than charging, and I'm not going to charge everywhere like a freaking klepto-idiotic madman. Although, being a klepto might actually work because I'm playing a collectathon, but either way. Oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh. So yeah, these enemies, whenever they actually can't do anything to you, they'll start panicking and going, oh my god, what do I do, what do I do? I love that. Like I said, I love the characterization that's been given to the characters in this game. It's fantastic. But anyway, with that, that is the end of this episode, so thank you guys for watching, hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed, I appreciate a like or comment to the video. Don't be sheepish, people, and when we return, we'll be taking care of the next 2 levels of Wizard Peaks. Thanks for watching, see you after. Bye!